I'm Meg, and in this video we're going to talk about how to order wine in Spain and tips for buying Spanish wine wherever you are. Let's start out with the most basic term, wine. Vino, like bean-o, vino. Red wine specifically is vino tinto, not vino rojo. Be careful, I know I wanted to say that for a long time. Vino tinto, like tinted wine. This is a typical vino tinto. All right, white wine. White wine, super easy, vino blanco. Vino, wine, blanco, white. In Spain, you want to buy or order wines that have the label that says denominación de origen, or denomination, designation of origin. You can find it in a little sticker on the back, denominación de origen, and it'll have the region where that wine is from. What this essentially means is that these wines follow the specific criteria for that region to meet the high quality standard. I'll give you an example from what I consider to be the most famous wine region in Spain, La Rioja. Rioja wines, or red wines, they tend to be fruity, smooth, earthy, and in Rioja wines, they are primarily Tempranillo grapes mixed with Mazuelo, Garnacha, and even less traditional varieties like Cabernet Sauvignon. The mixture of these grapes combines sweet flavors with sour and rich, producing some of the most unique wines in the world. According to the denominación de origen criteria for La Rioja, young wines, joven wines, I see some kind of label on the bottle that says joven, are put directly into the bottle so they don't spend any time oak aging in the barrel, which gives them a more pure fruit character. The next oldest category of wines would be crianza. Crianza wines are going to spend 1 year aging in the barrel and 1 year aging in the bottle, or more. It's a minimum. This one's from 2014. The next oldest categorization would be reserva wines. So reserva wines are going to spend at least 1 year aging in the barrel and 2 aging in the bottle. Gran reserva, more expensive, kind of higher quality red wines then are going to be gran reserva. They spend at least 2 years aging in the oak barrel and at least 3 years aging in the bottle. This one here is actually from 2012. Another hugely famous wine region in Spain is Ribera del Duero. They almost exclusively produce red wines of the Tempranillo grape with very little grape mixing. Some Spaniards will swear by wines from the Toro region of Spain, which is in Zamora, Castilla y León. Toro wines generally have Tempranillo or Garnacha grapes. Castilla y León is a region that's famous for producing crisp, flavorful white wines using the Verdejo grape. This is actually a winery I've been to called Protos, which I'd recommend. Galicia, an autonomous community, so like a state in Spain, actually has 5 denominaciones de origen, including Rías Baixas and Valdeorras. Rías Baixas actually has my favorite albariños, which is a type of grape that tastes almost like apricot or peach. So I highly recommend any albariños you see from Rías Baixas. Also, if you enjoy white wines, you'll probably like Godello, so that's worth trying out. The Penedès region in Catalonia is famous for cava, which is sparkling white wine. Spain's cava can rival France's champagne or Italy's prosecco any day. This one's actually from Extremadura, so you'll see cava from numerous regions in Spain. I've found that you can get really high quality wines in Spain for a lot less than in the US. So none of the 10 wines that you see here were over 10 euros. And generally, I won't spend more than 5 euros for a really solid bottle of wine. For instance, this one here was actually under 2 euros. This is a rosado, so a rosé. Rosado means pink in Spanish, from La Mancha. La Mancha is a huge wine growing region in Spain. They have 300 wineries and roughly 22,000 wine growers. And they're generally famous for producing Tempranillo and Garnacha grapes. All right, we're going to do a quick review. What's the general term for wine in Spanish? Vino. Vino. How about red wine? Vino tinto. Vino tinto. White wine? Vino blanco. Good. What about rosé? The pink wines. Rosado. Rosado. How about sparkling white wine? Cava. Cava. For those of you who are just thinking, okay, but what do I order when I go to the restaurant, or what bottle should I buy of Spanish wine? I wanted to give you my 2 top recommendations. So as you might have guessed, my favorite wine in Spain that I most recommend is the albariño grape, specifically from the Rías Baixas region of Galicia. I just feel like this is a unique white wine. It tastes like, let's refresh my memory because it's here. Peaches, apricots, fruity, easy to drink, something that you could have with a meal or just enjoy on its own. And I highly recommend it, especially if you like white wines, but even if you don't, I'd still recommend that you give it a try because you might like this one. Lastly, whether you're at a restaurant or buying a bottle somewhere, you gotta get the Gran Reserva. I'd particularly recommend those from La Rioja or Ribera del Duero. These wines are gonna be those that really rival the top-notch wines from the Bordeaux region of France or from California, or really anywhere in the world. I'll do a quick refresher on the taste here. You're really gonna be able to taste the oak barrels, you know, because like I said, it's been in the barrel for at least 2 years, been in the bottle for at least 3. And it's just one of these high quality, easy to drink, awesome wines. So with that, I hope that you have learned enough vocabulary to where you feel confident to order at a restaurant. I'd love to hear any comments or questions you have in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to help it reach more people. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so we can stay connected and you don't miss any future in American and Spain videos. And I hope to catch you in the next one.